Hello and welcome back to the Manufacturing Connector Essentials series. I'm here with Nick Haase of MaintainX. Obviously, my voice has seen better days, so I'll project really loud. Nick will talk us through a little bit. Nick, tell us your background as co-founder of MaintainX.
Thanks, Jim. Got a background in working on consumer software as well as sort of technology at large. And I had an opportunity to work on, get some insights into the manufacturing, the industrial world early on. And I got together with a few of the smartest people that I had ever met, frankly. And we started working on this challenge about 6 years ago today. So 2018. And
No kidding.
yeah, that's
Okay.
sort of where we started.
MaintainX has seemingly come out of nowhere, at least from my perspective, but I don't follow software in the CMMS world well, right? So tell us about how this went from an idea in 2018 to being this booth now, and what problem do you guys solve?
Absolutely. There are a few reasons. What we do at MaintainX is we really focus on helping with work execution at the front line. And what does that mean?
Yeah.
It's everything from maintenance and operations. It's about standard operating procedures. It's about safety. It's about quality. Everything that is, frankly, in most places we work with, still happening on pen and paper. And so
It's wild.
yeah, and some of the more advanced folks are doing it in spreadsheets.
Right.
Right. And beyond that, there are legacy solutions out there, but the reality is those don't ever seem to really realize the value that folks were expecting when they signed up.
Yeah.
So, and CMMS, the computerized maintenance management software, was one of the very first things that was coded in the 1960s once they had the machines running. Because the value proposition is pretty simple. We're going to help extend the lifespan of your equipment. We're going to help keep it from going down so that you can keep making more money and you can keep selling widgets and you can keep people safe and you can have predictable quality. These are not new, novel ideas or aspirations.
Right.
Actually realizing those values has always been a bit of a struggle, to say the least.
Yeah.
And it's not for lack of effort and intensity, but one of the things we noticed was that we did something that was really antithetical, especially in 2018. Was we said let's go build a system for the person who has almost zero decision making power, zero authority in the organization, but is always left out.
Yeah.
The conversation and the frankly development consideration
Yep.
of the folks who have to actually interact with the system at the factory floor.
Yep.
Those end users. And so we said, let's build when we realized that our hypothesis was really, fundamentally around this idea that there was a user input issue and it wasn't human.
Sure.
It was actually a software challenge.
Yep.
And our team is world-class at building mobile first solutions. So we started there and have sort of, been able to blossom from there and go beyond, that initial core functionality. It's fun to look back at those app screenshots today. But the way our product has grown and scaled is really with a world-class intensity and a passion that comes from solving real problems.
I love it.
Bringing in real people who don't, technologists and experts in this field, as well as industry experts. It's a combination of those two. But the reality is our product is very customer-driven.
Yeah.
We don't consider ourselves to be, the software you put your key in and you download it and you never see it. We consider every one of our customers to be a partner.
That's awesome.
We partner with them. We take their feedback and we say, what do you think we need to do better?
That's awesome.
And it's always funny because they're kind of like, yeah, sure, you're going to build this. Because they have scar tissues.
Yep.
I've asked for my, this legacy solution. I've been asking for this thing for 3 years.
Yeah.
And we pride ourselves on, it's not really a joke, but we ship a year's worth of software in less than 3 months.
Wow.
And we've got a product velocity, and we are not trying to necessarily go down the playbook. Our goal with building this is let's think about that end user every step of the way.
Got it.
Even if we're building a feature or a functionality that is wanted by the executive team.
Yeah.
We still think, how do we make sure that feature or that insight is accurate?
Yeah.
It's going to mean The only way that's accurate is if the end user is able to actually participate in the OS system. So that's part of the reason that we're growing so fast. And the reality is there's a couple of other trends. Like we're noticing that we have a changing of the guard. Younger folks are coming into management positions. They're starting to just look around and be like, why is everything paper? It's 2018. Now it's 2024. Why is everything paper? And why is it these systems that they don't talk well to each other? Why are they have long loading screens? Like there's things that just drive you nuts. Then you have to do
Absolutely.
it. So we wanted to see, we can help accelerate their adoption of this technology, make this easy for anybody to pick up. And we have folks that, we were told they're never going to, this guy, he's over 70, he's never going to pick it up. That love MaintainX too. Our goal was to make it so easy to use that it doesn't require any training.
Yeah.
And so no training videos are required to be a full-blown MaintainX expert.
That's awesome.
Within a few minutes. And that's super important. So there's that part of it. The urgency from our end comes from this fear that so much of the labor force right now is at this tipping point over the next 10 years. It takes some 60% of them will be at retirement age if they're already there. And
Yeah.
we have all this tribal knowledge leaving the industry.
Yep.
And that knowledge is something we need to put down and write down and document digitally so that it can be in a format that's native to the next generation that's coming to pick it up. These kids don't even understand.
Absolutely.
Right. So we need to make sure that it's accessible to them.
So
yeah.
You're bringing up a really important point and something I want to highlight with you as a co-founder of a tech company, right?
Yeah.
This IMTS over any IMTS I've ever been to has been more tech forward, and not tech when it comes to the machine tools, or not tech when it comes to cutting tools. Although there is that exists and some of that new tech is really neat. I have never seen so many Silicon Valley-esque tech companies, software companies at IMTS. And this year we have Google Cloud, we've got Amazon Web Services, we've got Microsoft here, which I think really helps bring software and the need for it here. But I think you were just touching on a point that's so important and so vital to the future of this industry is we are bringing technology to the next generation instead of asking them to come to us. Talk to us a little bit about your opinion when it comes to that.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a massive shift in manufacturing today where we are reshoring.
Yeah.
We're nearshoring or onshoring manufacturing, and we're trying to, build that up here and across North America.
Yeah.
And the reality is we can't reshore and bring these businesses back online and just follow the playbook we did 40 years ago.
Yep.
Things have changed a little bit, Jim, to say the least, right? And the reality is we need to figure out how can we, if we want to make this competitive at a global level, they're going to need to be running efficiently. They're going to be needing to operate off of data-driven decisions.
Yep.
Not just the gut feeling of your best manager. And believe me, those gut feelings of the best guys are great. It's just not scalable.
Absolutely.
We can't depend on that. So it is a testament to the big headline sponsors being, software based, because we are trying to help make sure that when we onshore them, they're not only going to be able to adopt and take advantage of the latest and greatest of 2024,
Yeah.
but also remain competitive and thrive going into the future. So it's existential that we figure out how do we move these operations, including existing, whether you're a Fortune 10 or you're a mom and pop machine shop. Machine shop. That's fun to say fast. What did I do that to myself for? I don't know. But this is, we think it's so important that every operation in the United States, because those mom and pops are oftentimes existential suppliers.
Yes.
To the big company. And then that's what sometimes gets lost. We need to make technology that's not only, really effective and really world-class, modern, but also accessible across the board.
Yeah.
Because if we can't give those folks, those mom and pops, this critical heartbeat of America,
Yep.
we don't give those businesses access to not only, pick that technology up and implement it, but then enable them to be successful with it.
Yep.
Then we're missing the plot. We're missing the point. We need to make sure everybody's on this train and digitizing. And that's part of why I'm here, is to sort of help evangelize that mission. It's really important that, and I'm so glad that I have the help of folks like the Google,
Yeah.
AWS, the Microsofts here, because it's going to take a village.
Yeah.
We can't do this by ourselves. We need to help make sure that folks like yourself are spreading the word. And that's what I love about you and your show, Jim.
Thanks,
You're
man.
out there fighting the good fight, because we need to get people to care about it. make manufacturing cool.
Yeah.
I think they have this visual, the kids in school, that this is some like old mine from the 40s where you go every day you go, you're breaking bones and people are going like, no. Modern manufacturing, as you see around the facility, is with awesome automation, awesome hardware, the coolest, the systems that are around. I mean, it's building real things.
Yep.
Is awesome, but the software just needs to kind of catch up.
And I think that's what you're doing here. And so, Nick, I'm really excited. We're going to do a manufacturing connector show episode with Nick and MaintainX. So stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for your time today, man. It was awesome to get to know you, hear a little bit more about you. We'll learn more on the next episode, but enjoy the rest of your show.
Thanks so much for the opportunity, Jim. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, man.